Every beat is gonna play critical place in my behavior. Every beat is gonna play critical place in my behavior. Is gonna play an effect. My spiritual. Every beat is gonna play. Every beat is gonna play. Every beat is gonna play critical place in my behavior. Is gonna play an effect. My spiritual, even the beats become like beer, touching the ears of those who want to hear the truth. Lies low beneath the surface and underlying honesty with the position you can find and which way to choose. Choose which views you want to use. Knowing the possibility of affecting your energy and your intuitive grace will allow you the next passing hour like you were looking for a place which you blame to divine confused. Enough of the burnt fuse choosing to express. What's in the mind is not all considered for the place that you're going. All that matters is choosing next to me from calling the heart destination. Then pulling over to the left of the passing over the emotion of the sound, the left leg passing, arriving in a drunk death enough to dance in the future moon. Becomes bright, night slips away. The rest of the night, finding after the slipping and whipping the peaceful dreams in the first meal. Breaking her fast and eating slow. She's maybe in the bed for the food for the taste. And acid down the refrigerator for the seeking hours. Take ownership of the day for the use, the hours for the keeping the ship down to see the acetate. Down the road. Planets breaking up with the countries and X marks the spot. The times to coordinate with the cordially corresponding. She's a dancer, never had that. Who doesn't have the anything for the getting a cancer, the ending for the complicated enough for the justifiable answer for the you to do so for the so much you need to understand for the you won't have the plan. No time for no matter for the drifting emotions and float the oceans the two men to go brother. Every beat is gonna play critical place in my behavior. It's gonna play an effect. My spiritual, even the beats become like beer, touching the ears of those who want to hear the truth. Lies low beneath the surface and underlying honesty with the position you can find and which way to choose. Choose which views you want to use. Knowing the possibility of affecting your energy and your intuitive grace will allow you the next passing hour like you looking for a place which you blame to be divine to be confused. Enough of the burnt fuse choosing to express. What's in the mind is not all considered for the place that you're going. All that matters is choosing next to me for the falling in the heart destination. Pulling over to the left of the passing over the emotion of the sound, the left and passing, arriving in the drum of the death enough to dance in the future moon. Comes bright, night slips away. The rest of the night for the finding out for the slipping and whipping the peaceful dreams of the first one. Breaking her fast and eating slow. She's maybe in the bed for the food for the taste. And acid down the refrigerator for the seeking hours. Take ownership for the day for the use, the hours for the keeping the ship down and seeking the acetate. Down the road. Planets breaking up with the countries and X marks the spot. The times to coordinate with the cordially corresponding. She's a dancer, never had that. Who doesn't have the anything for the getting a cancer, the ending for the complicated enough for the justifiable answer for you to do so for the so much you need to understand for the you won't have to plan. No time for no matter for the drifting emotions and float the oceans the two indigo brother with the science and gravity. Rather but not that people are sinking. Swimming enough to become hard to see. I understand that they're faded for the moment to know that your stars are giving resolution to find the meaning for the light to be able to see some time away from the home is hard. Opinion still. Fail the mail. Remember to yourself. Use the copyright. Send overnight. Past the thoughts and zip codes. Arrive and drain and over-explain the pain until you were numb for the it was like the ears to the thumb for the one that for the understanding of all that go over the voice the pain the reason but the past parts of the food for thoughts and thinking food. Appetizing to getting drunk off those when you put the over the take the witness the breath the light to move at all times for the motherless child without the memory for the father for the running back to the cloud the wastelands. The thickness after the turning close. Mind closed and finally getting washed. Inside for the washing the cheers the pictures. Being arranged for the announcer to call the batter a swinger. And abusive for the batter his love. Stood at the mound for the notice of third strike. So working inside after the wash to the inside. Shower for the beach, for the cliff, for the section, the peak, for the beak, for the underneath, the teeth, for the queen, for the speed, to open the gate, for the leash, and taking the heart for the chest, and the beyond the reach of wisdom. Oxymoron. And teacher with a woman, answer the preacher for the superiors, coaching down the bleachers. Keep Keeping the whites whiter, holograms of paraplegics. Speaking parables of the nebula, cutting off with the perpendicular parallels. Paralegals particularly enough for the alpha participants, cutting out from the story. What's in store? Cut up with the beta to be able to penetrate. Didn't get myself with the energy to get the penalized for the battle. Now that pamphlet doing the numbers. Serve the peers, the people children. Penetrated for the administrator, for the media, be the leader.
In the rhythmatic for the pattern, what are you deaf? Close my eyes to go to the place deep inside. Far away from the world, for the cherries and the love. Find peace when I'm done for this. They're going to find a case to close the bookshelf for the wild, but looking for the need and love, and anymore for their heart, release the pain. Nothing to lose with the love to gain. All their life is broken into my insecurity to assure me, my being that for the enemy, the inner you, or the inner me for the something real. That you didn't have eyes to see for the feel the pain, for the can't relate to my neglecting love. And your innate for the destiny for the closing your eyes. What do you mean? You would consider me out fine, at least that I appreciate that apology. First night, giving my love. When I'm drained, I feel like I should be charged. Considering I've been drained for her, giving your love instead. You can find that dancing in the rhythmatic for the pattern, what it you can find that dancing. You can find that dancing in the rhythmatic for the pattern, what are you deaf? Close my eyes to go to a place deep inside. Far away from the world for the cherishing the love. Find peace when I'm done for this. They're going to find a case to close the bookshelf for the wild, but looking for the need and love, and anymore for their heart, release the pain. Nothing to lose with the love to gain. All their life is broken into my insecurity to assure me, my being that for the enemy, the inner you, or the inner me for the something real. That you didn't have eyes to see for the feel the pain, for the can't relate to my neglecting love, and your innate for the destiny for the closing your eyes. What do you mean? You would consider me out fine, at least that I appreciate that apology. First night, giving my love. When I'm drained, I feel like I should be charged. Considering I've been drained for her, giving your love instead. Let down again, and thank you for the kind and sweet. Now you discuss the journal of the sentimental words. Past relationships thought for the disgust with her. Makes me not uncomfortable for the wishing them to be in our home. Now I like it for the her to be reflecting the past lover's history. Can't really marry them with me, or maybe they're not the next action. Taking the journal for the beginning, for the satisfaction of the reading and the never, that the text, that for the relief of the baffled, enough for the complete ignorance. Just saying you find this short, brief, anger, weight, confusion, and unnecessary arguments and emotions, direction, you can't have that place, which is that of other, to be aware of the goodbye for the unexpectedly fast enough I can be, if I could drive. Ambition, find that frustrated, wait for the mother for to be this such illness and the ride for that for the park instantly to go inside to take care. You find that narrative hard to despair. You don't care. Kind of way to find a step. Something about that made it made it. Hope for the this would be the water for the untitled. Bringing me the understanding for this to be the giving me for the giving me birth. Born in the water for the I couldn't breathe at the same time. Giving me life and the children for the struggling lately. I come to find that for the must listen to myself. Comparing particular particles, quite embarrassing. Everything, agenda, forgotten, but asking. Talked about, forgotten about. Writing words are written about. White out for the eye that's been closed. First thing we'd ever known to be womb. Water submerged, darkness, no light, born, became light, human, adapt. Been long time, change is gonna come. I've been running like that river of life. Stream of consciousness. Close my eyes, find the submarine. Subliminal, you can find the rest as mortal substitutes. You can find that. You can find that. You can find. You can find that. You can find. You can find that. You can find that dance. You can find. You can find. You can find. You can find that dancing. You can find that dancing.
You can find that dancing.
You can find that dancing. In the rhythmatic for the pattern, what are you, deaf? You are that discovery. You are that discovery. You are that discovery. You are that discovery. You're not a diss for how sad things and people are temporary. But I can still find those high notes low key and set her for the lock. You are that discovery.
You are that discovery.
You are that discovery.
You are that discovery.
You are that discovery. You're not a diss for how sad things and people are temporary. But I can still find those high notes low key and set her for the lock. Undeniably misunderstood for the place where you told me you lost her. The found a melody for the piano for the background, gently scratching those hard to reach. And by God, I need the love for lack of better explanation for the making it comfortable enough to accept. You have the word, but it doesn't seem to like you. But the only reason for the having a problem with the floating promises on the bridge and burning your own demolition. Exit wounds from a long terminology. Apologetic for the rhetoric is not considered to be even considered. For the ignore for the stores and insecurity stores. For protection and insurance for all states of mind. I couldn't sleep with the dreams. Gentle wondering ways of the spreading words around your pathetically poetic ways of the reasoning. I was never going to find that way for the safety for the walking across in my mind. Rush hour can't be too responsive to take a leap of faith. Blind date, blindfolded, unraveling myself before your eyes. I would love to hear that heartbeat for the mountain doubt, for the ever again, for the birth. Flower of illusion, sun is paradise and revelation. Light of my love for the breath of the fire, for the hiding behind your gesture. Compliments for the insight, for the way the music and the piano sing. Trying to say for the heart is not to consider for the blind person what you see. What you can do with it could be the all for the onliness or the mumble, but under the breath for the rest of the day. Hiding the seek for the forgiveness and revival, revitalize the picture for the brain, but it was a selfie instead of realization. Higher learning, burning blunts with your music teacher. Learning high notes, low key, misunderstood, standing under burning bridges. Demolition for the accidental exit wounds, long-term termination. Pathetic humans with being empathetic for the respect for the understanding. How that energy is real for the music will move. Piano will soothe the sensitive enough that use the eardrums. Beat never been beaten as much as the lost metronomes. My heart is the home for the loan for the self-care. Space between the God for this, the planet, and the voluntary. There's nothing that I wouldn't do for the love and this prosperity.
You are that discovery. You're not a diss for how sad things and people are temporary. But I can still find those high notes low key and set her for the lock. Undeniably misunderstood for the place where you told me you lost her. The found a melody for the piano for the background, gently scratching those hard to reach. And by God, find need love for lack of better explanation for the making it comfortable enough to accept. You have the word, but it doesn't seem to like you. Were the only reason for the having a problem with the floating promises on the bridge and burning your own demolition. Exit wounds from a long terminology. Apologetic for the rhetoric is not considered to be even considered. For the ignore for the stores and insecurity stores. For protection and insurance for all states of mind. I couldn't sleep with the dreams. Gentle wondering ways of the spreading words around your pathetically poetic ways of the reasoning. I was never going to find that way for the safety for the walking across in my mind. Rush hour can't be too responsive to take a leap of faith. Blind date, blindfolded, unraveling myself before your eyes. I would love to hear that heartbeat for the mountain doubt, for the ever again, for the birth. Flower of illusion, sun is paradise and revelation. Light of my love at the breath of the fire, for the hiding behind your gestures. Compliments for the insight, for the way the music and the piano sing. Trying to say for the heart is not to consider for the blind person what you see. What you can do with it could be the all for the onliness or the mumble, but under the breath for the rest of the day. Hiding the seek for the forgiveness and revival, revitalize the picture for the brain, but it was a selfie instead of realization. Higher learning, burning blunts with your music teacher. Learning high notes, low key, misunderstood, standing under burning bridges. Demolition for the accidental exit wounds, long-term termination. Pathetic humans with being empathetic for the respect for the understanding. that energy is real, for the music will move you. Piano will soothe and sensitive enough for the use to eardrums. Never been beaten as much as the lost from metronomes. My heart is the home for the lone for the self-care. Space between the God for this planet and the voluntary. There's nothing that I wouldn't do for the love and this prosperity. God has used me like he did Mary. God has used me like he, why did I get married? Hey, woman is the goddess. Her love I was carried. Wash the blood like I was carried out to the dance. That night she didn't know, but she had to be leaving soon. Leave so soon for the moon, for the you would have the rhythm for the orbit. Drifting away slowly or other way for the sound for the piano with the high notes and low-key faded. I misunderstood. Find those high notes, low-key inserted for the lock. Undeniably misunderstood for the place where utopially lost with the found melody for the piano, for the background gently scratching those hard to reach and find me the love for lack of better explanation for the making it comfortable enough to accept. You have the word, but it doesn't seem to like you were the only reason for the having your problem for the floating promises on the bridge and burning your own demolition. Exit wounds and from a long-term analogy. Apologetic for the rhetoric is not considered to be even considered. For the ignore for the stores and insecurity stores. For protection the insurance for all states of mind. I couldn't sleep with the dreams. Gentle wondering ways of the spreading words around your pathetically wedded ways of the reason. I was never going to find that way for the safety for the walking across my mind. Rush hour can't be too responsible to take a leap of faith. Blind date, blindfolded, unraveling myself before your eyes. I would love to hear that heartbeat for the non-doubt, for the ever again for the birth. Flower of illusion, sun is paradise and revelation. The light of my love and the breath of the fire for the hiding behind your gesture. Compliments for the insight, for the way the music, the piano sing. Trying to say for the heart is not to consider for the blind person what you see. What you can do with it can be the offer that won't be less. Or the mumble but under the breath of the rest of the day. Hiding the secret of forgiveness and revival, revitalize the picture with the brain, but it was a self instead of realization. Higher learning, burning blunts with your music teacher. Learning high notes, low-key, misunderstood, standing under burning bridges. Demolition for the accidental exit wounds, long-term termination. Pathetic humans with being empathetic for the respect for the understanding. How that energy is real for the music will move you. Piano will soothe and sensitive enough for the use to eardrums. Never been beaten as much as the lost from metronomes. My heart is the home for the lone for the self-care. Space between the God for this planet and the voluntary. There's nothing that I wouldn't do for the love and this prosperity. God has used me like he did Mary. God has used me like why did I get married? Hey, woman is the goddess. Her love I was carried. Wash the blood like I was carried out to the dance. That night she didn't know, but she had to be leaving soon. Leave so soon for the moon, for the you would have the rhythm for the orbit. Drifting away slowly or other way for the sound for the piano with the high notes and low-key faded. I misunderstood.
Rise into the day. Wondrous and clear. Rise into I Rise. Holding that cool, you please for the only. Fall down to your knees, and I find it swarming around me for the hive of the bees, and I find in my eyes. Flash, swinging my way. Draw my faith for suck those breaths and raise in the sky. Phenomenal enough to you can understand. Here's not bound, but I show that go. Jumping over the half and talking real loud. See me passing over the all to make you proud. Just a click now beside the palm of the hand for the deep care for the phenomenal enough, that's me. Unified for this. High with the honeybees next to me. Full of movement, inspiration, and spirit inside me. Great as I had a life with two arms and two legs and two eyes and two hands. If it can be rising up with the equal, we all begin from the start of the top. I can finally say it again for this is the kind of play. Similar laces for the devil to the shoes. Instead of them the grave, the smart for the city. I have made there from the start from the shrine. Come to the scale for the new bread to be graves as you own. Ever the quip for the fight that you choose. Having the legs, the arm, and the brain to use. Grand-eyed man for the ways and has risen. Great deeds to do for the beginning of his life. And again for the most faces to confront with you. Choice. This would be the delicate voice. Yo, steady the truth, but the God is cooking for life. But he lets you decide what you want to be. Courage must come for the soul within. Man must furnish the will to win. Figure it out yourself, my love, you were born. Great have had the equipment all began. Can I hold yourself? Yes, I can. Maybe the way for the bay for the night for the night for the ownership of the keeper. The days of your I find that look in the flaws, look as you go through. Even you find them wise and kind. Be somewhat blind and look for the virtue behind them. Cloudy is closer, cloudy is night's will hint the light. Somewhere it's shadow hiding. It's a better fall.